What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mr. Mixer coming back with another tutorial. Now if you have never seen my tutorials, I'm trying to get better at them, so keep rocking with your boy. But this tutorial is in Adobe Audition, okay? So if you are using Adobe Audition 2021, Adobe Audition CC 2021, let me get it right. I think this video could be for you, and I might have a few more other videos for you. Anyway, let's mix like a pro. Let's get it.
All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? We back. All right, so we're gonna get started with our tutorial on how to mix like a pro, bruh. We about to mix like a pro. Well, if you ain't a bruh, my bad, but to anybody, okay? Anyway, let's start from the beginning, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I start my mixes from the ground up. From if I was to record something to a mix, okay? All right, so look, let's start with go to new, go to multi-track session, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do is go back. All right, let's go into our bases of everything. All right, so I have a external hard drive, and that's how I save everything. I do everything in folders, okay? Now, for every artist, I have a song folder, session folder, and a beat folder, okay? So let's do a little test. Let's say Adobe Mix like a pro. All right. So what I would do typically in this is go to new folder, and we're just gonna say sessions, you know, songs, okay, and beats. All right, so this is the typical, you know, like when I have a session, I'll new folder, okay, and we'll type in the date, okay. So today is the 12th. All right, so typically that's what I do, and I go into the folder, and then once I go into the folder, I hit select folder, okay, and that's from the new multi-track session. So that's starting from scratch. All right. Next we'll hit none for this, because I believe once we get done, you'll be able to know how to make a template for yourself. All right. My goal is to show you how to really get into your mix, okay? Which is simple. You just gotta have the focus and maybe see somebody do it one time or two, and you'll get the gist, okay? Sample rate 44.1, bit depth 24, mix stereo, okay? All right, after that we can hit okay. All right, so one thing that I do first is Control Alt Backspace. All right, Control Alt Backspace. If you're on Mac, I'm not sure what it is, but it's the equivalent of Control and Alt, and Backspace is probably on there. But I know they have the Option key. I just never use Mac. I'm a Windows type of person, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we starting out though. All right, so we delete those. I don't never really use those. The only thing I might use from that is like the stereo for the beat when you're recording, okay? So let's start from the top, multi-track, tracks, and let's add tracks, okay? Now let's just do 3 tracks, 3 mono tracks, okay? And for this, let's go ahead and add 2 bus tracks. Matter of fact, let's add 3 bus tracks. You can add a lot of them if you wanted to, but it's just they all got to play a part in the song, okay? Don't get too happy. Delete it if you don't need it, okay? That's the best feature in this world right here, because you get jumbled up and everything. Organization is key, okay? 3 bus tracks, and we got 3 mono tracks. Add. All right, cool. Other than how they put it on here, because I don't want that up there. All right, I want those up there. This is how I start out with my thing, okay? All right, so let's name these reverb. Spell it right. Let's call this one delay, and let's call this one effects, okay? and we're gonna hit save. Once you hit save, you hit Control S. I have my save set up to do just S, okay? That's a whole nother video. I actually have a video on shortcuts that can make you fly through here like quick moving, you know what I'm saying? People don't even see you doing nothing because you got the shortcuts and you memorize where you put them. So that's the key to mixing fast or doing something quicker. So typically 3 mono tracks, okay? Those are for the vocals. All right, so we're gonna type in vocals just to be organized, okay? And if you're making a template, you can use this as a template. I will show you how to save it, okay? All right, now, okay, so since I said that, if I was to save the template, I will go to edit. Actually, I'm tripping. File, okay, export, and then when you go here, you want to do session as template, okay, and then you just name it Mix Like a Pro, and then you hit save, okay. And then if you want to change where it saves the templates, maybe on your hard drive or something, which I just put them in the computer because it's nothing I'm trying to save that I can't redo, okay. But yeah, that's how you change the directory of that, and you name the template, okay, because you can have multiple templates, okay. So this one will be called Mix Like a Pro. I was doing it, but I'm not, so yeah. All right, so let's get started. And I want to right click on here, and let's go to add stereo audio track, okay. Let's call this one beat. I wanted to do that last because I wanted to place it a certain way and not get confused with the mono. I don't know if y'all can see, stereo has 2, mono has 1, okay. I just don't like looking through there like that, and yeah. All right, so let's move on. All right, now we have a beat. Let's go to our beat and let's start from there. All right, so this is when the chess game starts, okay. Every move from here makes the best move, you feel me? So what you want to start out with is, what I would start out with is setting the tempo. All right, for this beat, the tempo is 81. Now, how do we set the tempo? Okay, now, let's go up here to the toggle metronome. All right, and 81, which we are already there. All right, and just to confirm that the tempo is set, I'm gonna do this just to show you. So go to edit, go to preferences, and go to time display, okay? All right, from here you want to put in tempo. You see it says that. Sometimes it cannot be that tempo, okay? Sometimes I don't know why, but you have to confirm that tempo right there, okay? All right, so now what that does is make the metronome the tick. That's all it is. It's just like a counter. You just want your session to be right on beat, right on time with your beat, okay? So okay, so I'm sure you can hear like a little delay in that, and that's because at the beginning of typical beats like have this silence in the beginning, okay? So from here to here, all of this is just dead space, and that's where my clicks start. So I want my beat to be right there. Perfect, okay? And that is how you start with your metronome to link up, okay? Once you do this, you're gonna see in the end it's gonna make a lot of sense, okay? All right, so what we gonna do here, let's do, all right, so our beat, we need to set our levels. Now you want to go to like the highest point of the track, and you want to like set your levels, turn them down, clip gain. Give yourself some headroom to work. Okay, so right now it's at -12. And I know y'all can't see my screen. It's on the second monitor over here. But it's at -12. So I turned it down about 8, you feel me? So typically, like, I feel like there's no right volume, because once you start the mix, you mix it to where it's at, but you don't want to have it too low. It's I don't know. Maybe it'd just be harder to hear it in the headphones. If you have any like headphone amplifiers, bring those out so you can turn them up more. But then you don't want to turn them up too much, because then you'll have bleed out of your headphones into your recording, and you don't want that either. So let's do, okay, I turn that down. Let's do edit. Let's go to preference, and let's go to audio hardware real quick. Okay. All right. So what I want to show y'all here is that I'm in ASIO mode, and for this video, I have to record in FL Studio ASIO. Okay. But my typical ASIO driver is the Focusrite USB ASIO. Okay. You can download these from wherever you get your interface, and that's what you plug in your mic. Your interface is what you plug into your mic, what you plug your mic into. You feel me? So that's the one I typically use, which has my low latency and all of that good stuff. This driver right here is just for recording live, and it's the only driver that'll pick up in my OBS program, so I have to use it. And it doesn't let me go down to my lowest latency. Latency is something, it's a big thing, but it's not at the same time. It's just you have to really know what's going on. Okay. This is your latency right here, IO buffer size. All right. So mine is at 256. If I was to record live into Adobe with smart monitoring, it would have a bad delay. Okay. That's something I recommend do not do. Do not record like that. Okay. If you can record analog and it just sounds like it does, it's going to be way better to do that with the Energy, because that can throw you off having that delay in there. I've been recording so long that I know. So, yeah, you want to have it right on that. And that's really all I want to show you on that. And I'm going to do like a little recording. Check, check, check. Okay. Okay. So let me show you another thing. Go to edit, go back to edit, go to preferences, and let's go to multi-track. And another thing that goes with that is the enable smart monitoring. Okay. If I turn that on, that's going to make the latency come in because of my driver. So if you ever have latency, turn on or off the enable smart monitoring. Turn it off if it's latency, if you can't fix it. One thing that I learned helped me was when I went to memory. I had to turn my gigabytes, the GB means gigabyte, all the way down to 3. Give my program the space to have something to work with latency. When I first got my computer, I learned that. Okay, so let's get out of this stuff. Oh, there goes that latency. Okay, so that's latency. Let's turn it off. It's very annoying. All right, so where you at? Okay. Oh yeah. All right, so we're back. All right, so let's do some like a little reference audio just to play with it and get it. All right, let's see. Let's record something. Okay, so first I want to turn my metronome back down. Okay. Whoa. Da-na-na-na. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Little reference. Nothing spectacular. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so the point of this is to show you my levels are nice. Okay. If you're in this range right here, you could be a little bit louder if you wanted to, but do not go any louder. Like, do not be up here in the, if your volumes look like this, Oh, that's not too bad, I would say, but that one right there is distorted. You feel me? That one right there is gone. You feel me? So you don't want to do that. So let's Control Z that thing. That if you record it and it looks like that, stop. Okay, redo it. Stop accepting just anything. Okay, do not accept anything. If you want a clear recording, if you just want to make some BS, then go ahead. You feel me? But I'm real critical on that when I'm like recording, you know, so at least, you know, take that into consideration. All right, so first thing I would do is just a drop vocal right now, okay? So, whoa. All right, so let me do, because my FL, I'm sure because I'm recording live, I have to move this over, okay? That's part of latency too, you know. Whoa. Let's get it. Whoa. Okay, so it sounds good, but it sounds bad at the same time. It's a lot of things in it that could be better. All right, so what we're gonna do next is go up here to our input outputs tab. Excuse me. Okay, so next let's go to back to our track, and we want to hit where it says mix. That's our master channel, okay? But we want to hit it on bus, and we want to go to effects. All right, so now we get to use our buses, okay? All right, so what we just did is we sent this vocal to this bus effects, okay? We don't have nothing on there, so if I play it, let's get it. It plays up here, okay? That's what you want. Pretty much you're leaving this alone and you're controlling it up here, okay? So that means anything you do is not gonna be permanent, so you can go back and adjust and get things how you like it, okay? All right, so that's what I'm trying to say. All right, parametric EQ. Let's go to filters and EQ, parametric EQ. All right, first thing, let's see. Let's play it. Let's see. Whoa. I always look at where your levels is hitting at. Pay attention to that because you want them kind of loud. You don't want them too low because that's going to be very bad to mix. You're going to bring all the low stuff up, all the room noise, everything. You want to fix all of that, okay? So what I'm going to do here, because I see that it's not hitting. We just now starting to get into this EQ right here. You got to make sure you dip in a little bit and get into that EQ a little bit, just a tad. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, I like that. Okay, so let's roll off our top end. Let's get it. Okay, so what I want to do is bring that 3 down a little bit. What I'm seeing is my high end is not as bright. So if I bring my low end down, that'll kind of help me out. Let's get it. Okay, it sounds a little flat right now, and that's cool. I like that because I want to fix things. I want to take it out so I can bring it back, okay? All right, next thing, let's go to our amplitude and compression, and let's go to dynamics compression. Okay, I want to start out with the classic soft knee. Let's see how that feels. Okay, it's not really doing anything yet. Don't be fooled. Just because it sounded louder don't mean it's doing anything. Let's get it. Now we getting into the meat. Let's get it. Okay, a little too much. One thing I like about this compressor is it's kind of weird. It lets you like point them, like click them. And that's not enough either. So how I'm gonna do this one, let's take that off. Yeah, and this kind of like, I'm gonna say squashes it, but it gives it that compressed feel where everything is doing what it's supposed to do. I like to go too far and then like I make a middle point and I bring it out. Okay, so now I can go down.
whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so this compression isn't doing much at all, and that's good. So let's move on to our next thing. We're gonna do another EQ. Okay, so we're gonna take out another 85 on that because compression can add a little rumble in it. And since we don't need it, we just take it out again.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa.
Okay, it's still a little loose on the compression. Next thing I would do, amplitude and compression, single band compressor.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna do a 4-to-1 on here and see how it feels.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, I hear the compression.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, I'm liking it there. It's still compressed heavily. So what I'm gonna do is output gain. I'm gonna see if I like that.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa,
Okay.
yeah, whoa, whoa.
Okay, next thing, let's do a de-esser. Okay. And I might hit this one a little hard, but typically I don't hit it too hard because it's nothing you need to focus on.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay. Move that thing around a little bit, see what's going on.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa.
Okay, so that high end is doing some little S sound in there, so I definitely don't need that. And I'll come back to this one, and I can just
Whoa, whoa,
take all that out.
yeah, whoa, whoa.
I like that better. It feels better than the other one. Okay, so sometimes you just got to go back and adjust a little bit, you know. And from that, let's go to another EQ. I think I've done enough compression. This is gonna be my final EQ on this vocal, and I think this is gonna give me the sound I need right here. This EQ is for molding the last sound. Okay, so you can treat EQs how you want them. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, 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 yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it.
Okay, so all right, I want to do one thing. I want to go into my edit menu. Great thing about Adobe, you can do this right here. All right, so what I want to do is highlight this little section. All right, as you can hear, it has like this little noise. So since I'm doing this in an untreated room, this is what I want to do. So I want to do the noise reduction, restoration, okay, and capture noise point. Okay, I'm gonna select all of it. All right, Control Shift P. All right, Control Shift P. Control Shift P. All right, that brings up this, and what this is noise reduction. All right, it will take out all of the noise in the back. Okay, And where I have it set is typically where I want it, because if you take it all out, it's going to sound muffled as you know what. So let's start there. And as you see, it took everything out. That's all I need. I don't need to do nothing else. I just want to clean up that, because I have some highs, some in that it's the way I recorded it. Okay. So I want to see if that helped that. And if it didn't, I'm going to go to click pop elimination.
Whoa, yeah, whoa, let's get it.
That let's get it. It's almost like I had spit in my voice, you know. So
let's get it.
So let's see if we can actually clean that up a little bit. So let's start with click pop elimination. Okay, hitting a lot of clicks. Okay, just okay. Typically,
let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Whoa.
Okay. I would probably, because since I'm a mix engineer anyway, I would do something more just filtery out on that part, you know, just to, I have a lot of like bad recordings come in sometimes, and it's just like you got to work with what you got, you know.
Whoa. Let's get it. Whoa.
Okay, so that let's get it was pretty cool. All right, so what we're going to do is we did what we said we was going to do on the effects and all of this, okay? Let's hit save.
Whoa, yeah, whoa.
All right, we ain't done though. All right, so we're gonna mix like a pro by the end of this video, okay? All right, so let's go down to analog delay and echo, and then go to analog delay. All right, so what you're gonna do is turn dry out down, turn that down, okay? All right, let's go do some math. Now this is where your metronome and your tempo comes in play. All right, so what you want to do is get 60,000, divide that by 81. That comes to 740.7. Okay. All right, so we can do that one. Now this is gonna be like a static delay that's gonna go with the vocal, so we're not gonna have it too present, but it's gonna be in it. All right, so let's turn the wet out up, all the way up. Let's turn that feedback down and leave everything else alone for now. So like I said, 740.7 goes to 741. If you just round it to the nearest, you know, do some math, do a little math. All right, divided by 2 again, 370.37. Okay, so 370 pretty much. If I have to use this one, it depends on how the delay feels. Okay, so pretty much right now we're in like an 8th note delay, I believe. So the Adobe Audition way, you feel me? They don't show you the other ways like Waves does, 8th note or 4th note and a 16th. So this is what that does. It gives you the 8th note, the 16th precisely. You feel me? So try that out. Know your tempos, because if you're messing with a real producer, they gonna give you the tempo in the beat. You feel me? Because that's very important. I don't know why most producers don't, but get the tempo. Learn what the tempo is, where it's at, find it. So anyway, let's get it. Let's see. Let's go to our top. All right, now we're gonna go to the third option. It says sends. Okay. All right. Let's do. Oh, go back to sends. I'm tripping. All right. What we want to do. Let me see the best way to tell you to do it. Let's go to our effects, because typically I have a limiter on another track and I didn't do it on this one. So I'm just going to do it this way. Okay. So go to effects, go here, go to delay. All right. Now, once you do that, you can turn delay all the way up, turn it to 0. All right. Now what we're going to do is turn the delay down all the way on here. Okay. Now when we play it,
whoa, yeah, whoa.
All right, now we can turn it.
Whoa, yeah, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa.
So yeah, I'm liking the shorter one. I think 370. Let's do that one. So that was the long one.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
All right, so yeah, that's pretty clutch. All right, another thing I do with my delays is I EQ them. Okay, I feel like that brings the space. I always do like this cut, like this kind of, and it gives this dip.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa.
I like it. I like it. Okay. All right. So now after we do that,
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
all right. So it's a whoa in here. I want to move real quick.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay. So for this vocal, let's use a gate. Let's go to amplitude and compression. Let's go to dynamics, and we're gonna use the auto gate. Okay.
Let's get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay. I like that. All right. Now we're not done with this vocal, but we're at a stage in the vocal now where it's present. So what I do from here is the simplest things because you've done the hard part. Okay. Now I know if you had vocals, you would be adding tags and ad libs and things like that. But for this one, just showing you, not doing all that. Okay. All right. So what I would do after this is I would solo that thing out and I would right click on like the next track. Okay. Bounce to new track. All right. Cool. All right, that's gonna give me a stereo track. Once that gives me a stereo track, I don't need this one anymore. All right. And one thing I ain't gonna say I forgot, but make sure that all your vocal tracks, if you're gonna use a bus, that you route them or you won't hear the effect on the vocal. Okay. Whatever you have it routed to on the master channel is what it's gonna play. Okay. All right. So I like what I see. It's a pretty compressed mix in a stereo form. I think I did justice on it. My last step is to hard limit that thing. Okay, so typically what I do is I look at these lines. These lines tell me a lot. Now there's -15 right there. Okay, that's where I'm gonna smash. I'm about to smash my vocal. Okay, not every time I do this, but and you don't want to overdo it because if you overdo it, you don't know it. All right, so that gives me -15 range. All right, now I can just boost this thing up. I typically put it about 6, about where I have it here. Give some headroom, and it looks pretty nice. All right, so after that is our last mix master part of the vocal. Okay, this is what sets the levels. Okay, the first part is more about how you want it to sound. Okay. This part is more about leveling and just where you want it in the track, in the beat, in the whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It has to mesh together. You feel me? And if you really want to mix like a pro, get them stems, take this 2-track out, and really mix that beat in there. Okay, that's what I would do at the last thing of doing vocals. Like I would do all my vocals first, and then I would do my stems. Okay. So it's a lot of different processes of mixing. So let's learn to mix like a pro, but know that it's still more to learn. You feel me? Let's get it. Let's get it.
Whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa.
Okay, so let's see. It sounds decent. I'm gonna do a little bit. you know, more compression on it.
Whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, so I got that. I ain't gonna say it's buried in the mix. I'm listening for claps. I'm listening for, can I feel the clap? You know?
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay. Now, I might not necessarily, it might not feel that way when I get done, but that's where it needs to sit at the moment, okay? All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to effects. No, we're gonna go to scenes again, okay? We're gonna go to our vocal track and we're going to go to reverb this time. All right, let's turn that reverb on. Let's go to 0. Okay, and let's add the stock reverb. So what we're gonna do is take the dry out. All we need is the wet. All right. Now we can control the wet with it all the way up, but you have to learn how to. The decay has to be like timed just like the delay does with timing, like with calculation. 60,000 divided by 81. That's what I got. You know. So my decay. Let's go down to. Cause you can play with anything. You don't want it at 3,000 though. I got it at 32, I believe. So let's start with 185. That's my next rounding, dividing. Okay.
Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, I'm turning the early reflections down.
Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, and what I did was, did I say 385? Did it do that?
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, see, I don't like the 385, so let's times that by 2. Let's go with the 740 because I didn't use the 740 for my delay, so that's probably the one I want.
Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Nah, for this, I mean, because the reverb in this track wouldn't be too drastic, okay? Okay, so let's times that. Okay, 1481. We're gonna go with 1481 because I want a longer tail, okay?
Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is you mix the reverb in.
Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, and if you ever feel like you've done too much, always undo and redo. Okay, I feel like I went too hard on my hard limiter. Okay, so I said -15, but maybe it's not there. You know, I can't see that close on the audio. And the way that it processes it, you want to just be sure that you're not doing too much. Because I'm gonna redo it now. Let's see how it feels now.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, 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 whoa.
5925.
Whoa.
Okay, I like the longness of that. Okay, now you know I have way too much reverb though. Okay.
Whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, 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 yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, and that doesn't sound too bad to be recording right here. I got the mic upside down, so I'm sure it was catching a lot of my high plosives. So if I was to really record this the right way and really do it, just imagine how it would come out, because it's all about how you, you know, how you record things too. Because if you don't record it right, it doesn't come out right. All right. So anyway, yes, sir. How to mix like a pro with your boy, Mr. Mixer. My camera has went off, but I'm still here with y'all. I hope y'all learned something from this video. If there's any other videos that y'all would like, throw it in the comments. Throw that algorithm on for me. Throw it on for me, bruh. But anyway, yeah, let me know what's up with y'all. I hope I help somebody. If I have, let me know, man, what I can do to do more, because I know I can do more. All right, so yeah, I'll be back with more though. So anyway, we out.
Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, whoa, whoa. Let's get it. Whoa.
All right, we out.